guys, it's your girl Lauren and I am back with another video, you guys. Before I get in this video, I need you to like, comment, and subscribe. And I also need y'all to hit that bell so you don't miss another lit video. Okay, you guys, I know y'all read that title, so you already know what we about to do. Y'all already know what's going on, okay? Don't mind my face or anything, the way I look. Your girl gonna explain it all, okay? You gonna be quiet so the people can hear? Okay. First and foremost, you guys, I want y'all to know that Zayden is here, okay? Yes, I had Zayden. I know I have not posted in like 2-3 weeks, you guys, okay? I apologize for that. I have not posted because I was about to have the baby and I was trying to make sure everything was together. I was tired, sleeping, just did not feel like recording, and I did not record at all. I also was going to do You don't run me. Okay. So, you guys, I also tried to do videos while I was at the hospital, or like a video when like my contractions was happening, and basically this is what I got. Alright, y'all. So, I've been having a lot of contractions. I'm going by quick what's going on. I'm about to get admitted. I went up to the hospital. As you can see, I didn't really get enough because, y'all, my contractions was coming fast, okay? So I did not get a chance to record because your girl was finna have a baby. So I'm about to explain my labor and delivery, okay? You good? Passive. Let me see. And then you playing with it. Yeah. Yeah. Zayden. Why you? Why is you playing? Say hi, family. Okay. So, he's looking like, get the camera on my face. You want some? Want some more? Okay. Watch this. Y'all, he acting like he don't want it. But as soon as I go to burp him, he gonna be crying for it. Yo, you boo-booing. Stink. Alright. Okay, you guys. So, it all started Tuesday morning at 11:25 that morning. I had woke up around 10. Are you going to sleep? Okay. I had woke up around 10, and when I woke up, I had ate breakfast and everything. But it took me a while to eat my breakfast because like I started getting a few contractions and I was just kind of hurting. So me and my mom decided to go for a walk. Okay, so I went for a walk. We went for a walk at like 12. Mind you, my contractions started at 11:25. So we had went for a walk, and literally every like 5 minutes or so, I was like bending over, like, oh my God, crying because I was having really bad contractions. So I was telling my mama, like, this is it. Like, right now, this is the real contractions. Like, he's about to come. So she was like, basically she thought he was going to do enough to make us feel like we had to go to the hospital, and then they'd be like, oh, you're not in labor or anything. Mind you, I was supposed to have him Monday on the 22nd. This was the 16th. Okay, so this was Tuesday the 16th. So, my contractions just really started coming. I couldn't even finish walking because now you want the rest. I couldn't even finish walking because literally I was in tears, and my mom them had me laughing so hard, like I was laughing through them. Okay, well you don't want to act like you didn't want it. Okay, okay, all right. Yeah. Are you trying to boo boo? Hey. Okay. So, we came back to the house and I had took a bath, had got in the tub. My mom was like, just get in the tub or whatever, try to relax. So I sat in the tub for a little bit. My contractions was coming. So we were just waiting them out, kind of counting them down to see how far they were. Why are you spitting it out? I see. Y'all, my son is very childish. Okay. So we were just kind of waiting them out. I called my OB and she was just like, you know, you can't come in until they're like 5 to 7 minutes apart or 3 to 5 minutes apart, something like that. So I'm like, okay, but they're coming in there hurting really bad. So my mom, around 4, my mom was just like, okay, we're going to take you to the hospital. Do you want to go? Because, you know, you're in here crying. Like, what's going on? What's really going on? So I'm like, yeah, let's just go. Like, you know, if they say I'm not in labor, at least we can know what's going on and why, like, I'm hurting like this and all, whatever. So, cause like it was like hurting all in my back, like I was just hurting. So, then we go to the hospital. My mom couldn't come back there with me because I actually wasn't in labor. Like, well, we didn't know if I was in labor or not. But the only way she can come is if they confirm, like, hey, she's in labor. And then once they said I was in labor, then she was able to come because I can only have one person back there with me while I was delivering him. So I get to the hospital. They're monitoring me. They're like, yeah, your contractions are coming every 7 to 10 minutes. Like, you are in labor. You're just in the early stages. So they monitored me for about an hour and a half or so. And then they were just like, okay, your blood pressure is high. And because your blood pressure is high, we want to admit you. So I'm just like, okay, so let me call my mom. So I called my mom, tell my mom. The lady was just like, basically, we can go home. I can go get something to eat, get my bag and stuff, and then come back up there. So we're like, okay. So my mom come get me. We're walking to the house. I have a contraction. Before I get to the table in the kitchen, I have a contraction. Like, they started coming back to back. So my mom fixed me something to eat. I came. Is that when I came? Is that when I took a shower? Yeah, I did take a shower. I tried to take another bath. So I was just like, okay, I'm hurting. So I started eating, and I just felt sick. And so I didn't finish my food. We got the bags. My mom was helping me because, like, I was having contractions back to back to back, back to back. They were just coming. So, we left the hospital. No, I don't know what time we went to the hospital, honestly. Because I know we left around 4 something. We left almost like 4:35 because we got back at 6. So, we got back at 6 something. And she tells my mom that she's going to induce me. So my mom was just like, oh, I thought y'all were just monitoring her. I didn't know, you know, y'all were going to induce her. Excuse me, anything. Mind you, I was 39 weeks and 2 days pregnant. Well, a day pregnant. And so they were like, yeah, we're going to induce her. Her blood pressure is high. The only way that's going to make it go down is for her to have a baby. Da-da-da. So my mom's like, okay, well, I'm about to go get my stuff. And then I'm coming back. Let me know when you're at 5 centimeters. Da-da-da-da. So she goes home, take her shower, eat, get her bag and stuff together. And then she comes back. She immediately comes back up there. So, the doctor came in and he was like, your contractions are coming. We're gonna monitor you for a couple of hours, see how your contractions do, and then basically later on we're gonna induce you. So I'm just like, okay, that's fine. So you guys, my contractions started coming like crazy. So the nurse comes in and my mom was like, okay, how far is she? My contractions was coming every 3 to 5 minutes now. So, and I was already dilated 2 centimeters and I was 80% phased. So, what you smiling for? Huh? What you smiling for listening to mommy? You listen to mommy tell a story? Yeah. Okay. So my contractions was 3 to 5 minutes now. So they're monitoring me. The doctor was like, okay, you should basically have the baby by 3 a.m. or whatever the case is. We'll come back at 3. No, he was like, we'll come back at 3 a.m. If you haven't, if nothing changed, we're going to induce you. So I'm like, 3 o'clock in the morning, it is 6, 7 o'clock. Okay, let's just see what happens. So, I'm laying there, contractions coming. The food actually spoiled on my stomach because they didn't know that I was as far as I was, so me going home to eat was a bad idea. So, I was having a bowel movement, and I was just feeling very sick. So, I went to the restroom, and then I started feeling nauseous, and I threw up. And so, when I threw up, I, got up and realized I lost my mucus plug. So my mom called the nurse in and she's like, okay, you're doing good. Mind you, they wanted to induce me, but they did not get a chance to induce me. I'm letting y'all know now, I did not get induced at all. So I lose my mucus plug. So she tells me, okay, so the next 2 things to look out for is either going to be a gush of blood come out, or I'm going to have, or my water's going to break. So I'm just like, okay. So I'm like, okay, So I'm laying there. She tries to do my contractions. They're coming every 2 to 3 minutes or so now. And I was at 4 centimeters after that. So she asked me if I wanted pain medication, and I told her yeah. So they give you pain medication through the IV. But the thing about that is, every time you ask for it, they have to check you and see how far you dilated. Because if you're at 8 centimeters, they cannot give it to you anymore. So she was like, it's going to make you a little drowsy. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. So she gives me the pain medication. It's 7. This is going to be bad, though. 8. So she gives me the pain medication. And I start kind of dozing off, falling asleep. So then contractions just started hitting again real bad. It lasted because it lasts for about, she said 35 to 45 minutes. The problem with the first time she gave it to me was she only gave me half a dose because I don't take medicine and stuff like that. So I didn't know how my body would react to it. So they only started me off with a half a dose just to see how my body reacts to it. And then if I'm okay, then they will bump me up to a full dosage had I needed it. So she gave me a half a dose. It kind of I dozed off for a half a second. And then, it just completely wore off. So I was like, no, okay, the next time I want the full dose because this is not it. So, the time actually was going by really fast because every time she came and checked on me, it was a whole hour later, but, time was flying. So, she came again and she had gave me the full dosage. Okay, this time I dozed off for a while, literally a whole hour had passed when she came back. And so then, it's as soon as she was about to come back, my contractions just kicked in and they were, coming faster and faster. So she was checking me. I was at 7.5 centimeters, I believe, and 90% phased. So I was getting there. So, I got the medicine 3 times. The first one was a half, the second one was a whole, the third one was a whole, but the third one did not work at all. And I just think it didn't work because I was so close to about to being late or about to have him that my contractions was just coming too fast for it. Hold on, y'all, let me fix his head. Come on, man. Got you on the camera looking real rough. All right. Hey, mommies, man. That's on your face. Also, you guys, Zayden had his first bath today. So if y'all stay tuned for that, I will be dropping that video soon, honestly. Okay. You ready? You ready, man? Say, yeah, mommy. Ooh, excuse you. Excuse you. Alright. You got the hiccups? Yep. Alright. You want some? It'll help it go away. Remember? Say, I don't want that, mommy. You just want to have the hiccups? You play too much. So where was I? Okay, so after the third time, it did not work at all. So time was going. She checked me. She's like, okay, you're at 8 centimeters. Da da da. We're just waiting. You're moving along. And they actually was very shocked because, mind you, they wanted to induce me, and they didn't have to induce me because he just started doing all the work. Like, he just was just like, I'm ready to come. Like, you don't have to be induced, mommy. I'm coming. So, then, hey, man. Come on, so we can get your hiccups away. So, you're not that tired. You literally just woke up. Okay. So, what happened after that? Okay, so, alright, so they're just waiting at this point. We're just waiting. I'm letting her having contractions. She told me she'll check back in on me. So, it started becoming very unbearable. Like, I could not do, like, I was just like, I can't do this anymore. So I'm telling my mom I'm crying. And I'm just like, Mom, I can't. Like, Mom, I can't. She was like, you can. Like, you're good. You're good. Like, just breathe. Just breathe. And I was just like, no. Like, no. So then the nurse comes in. And I'm just like, I want an epidural. I'm like, I want an epidural now because I'm hurting. So she's like, well, let me check your cervix, okay? So she goes to check my cervix. You guys, I am at 9.5 centimeters. Like, I was at 9.5 centimeters and I was 100% face. So she was like, 1, it's way too late for an epidural. 2, you're about to give birth in a minute. So she tells me, okay, on your next contraction, I want you to push. So my next contraction came and like, y'all, I pushed like I ain't never pushed before. So me pushing, he was coming down, he coming down. So she's like, okay, we're at 10 centimeters. Let me get the doctor. So they page the doctor. And so the nurse coming, I'm just like, no. So she was like, when you get a contraction, push. And so I'm pushing to where like she's like, okay. So at 4:11 a.m. on June 17th, my water broke. Like my water finally broke. I don't know if I told y'all I had got that gush of blood. But I did get the gush of blood. I thought it was my water, but it wasn't. And I was at like 4 or 5 centimeters then. I can't really remember. So she was like, every contraction that comes, I want you to push. So she was like, hey, I want you, like, so they started putting my legs up on a little sterilizer thingy. The little, y'all know, when you're having a baby, if you don't know, it's these little things that they pull out on the side of the bed, and like you put your feet up and it opens you, like you open your leg up wide and like getting ready to push the baby out. So she's like, okay, I need you to listen. And I told her like afterwards, I was like, I hope you know that I was listening to you. I just couldn't look at you because I was hurting because my contractions was coming. Because I had took my glasses off, y'all. And I was just like, had my head like on the bed. And I'm holding on to my mama because I'm just like, oh my God, I'm hurting. Like, I'm ready to get this baby out so these contractions can stop like ASAP. Okay, so she was like, when you get, she told me, she was like, This is the most important part, and you have to pay attention. When I tell you to push, push. And when I tell you to stop, stop. She said, because you can hurt the baby if you don't. And she was like, and we want to get that baby out of here. So I'm like, you want to get him out as much as I want to get him out. So, let's go. So she tells me, push. So I'm pushing, and she's like, hold your breath, take a deep breath. And then she goes, push. So I take a deep breath, and I'm pushing. So right after she counted to 10, she was like, another deep breath. So I take another deep breath, and I'm pushing. Then I stop because I have to breathe to take it, like, catch my breath. So she's like, catch your breath. She's like, okay, now push. So I'm pushing. You guys, the doctor, like, by the time my delivery doctor, because this is the nurse we're talking about right now, okay? So shout out to the nurse. You did your thing. I truly appreciate you. The doctor, by the time the doctor made it to the room, literally he came, and like I was already, like, she already had like seen his hair. His hair had came. Like, she was like, oh, look at all that hair. And she was like, okay, I need you to push. And I pushed. And then the doctor came in. And once the doctor came in, like, I was pushing his head out. They switched positions. And then, like, they were like, okay, stop pushing. Next contraction, I need you to breathe. Because, they want to make sure the umbilical cord is not wrapped around his neck. So they do that. And so the next contraction comes. It makes it a little easier for me to breathe. So I breathe through it. And so they were like, okay, we got to get these shoulders out. And then that's it. So I need you to push. So they were like, ready, push. So I go, and like, my mom is holding one leg, then there's the other leg, and I push. Boom, he comes out. So they're like, you did it, da da da. So they're like, you see him? And I was like, no, I can't see him. I don't have my glasses on. So my mom go get my glasses. And so, okay, you guys. My water broke at 4:11 a.m. I had him at 4:27 a.m. So it was a fast labor, honestly. When, like, they gave him to me, I was just like, is this my baby? And they were like, yeah. And I just bust out crying because I was just like, I literally just pushed out a whole human being. Like, a whole human being. Y'all look at this. Like, he worked a full job. I know some of y'all probably was like, get that thing from by his mouth. I was finna move it. But, yeah. Like, he came pretty fast. So, once they gave him to me, like, I was crying because, like I said, y'all, I couldn't believe that I literally... You need a diaper, huh? You finna need a diaper? Because you look like you're boo-booing. I really couldn't believe that I just gave birth to a whole baby. Like, it's like when you're pregnant, you're like, excuse me, you're like, okay, I'm pregnant. But actually having the baby is like a whole different feeling. Like, once I had him, I was crying, but it still felt weird because it's like, dang, I really have a child. Like, that's crazy. Like, because I have friends that have babies, and I always claim their baby as my baby, or like I'm their TTs and stuff like that. And so it's like, they had kids, and their kids was my kids. So to actually have a baby, like, on my, like, I actually have a child. This is my child 24/7 for the rest of my life. This is my son. It was just like, this is crazy. Like, I really have a baby. Like, what? So, after that, I had to get a few stitches. I only had to get 3 stitches. It wasn't bad at all. It's just the whole, they numb you, but you, like, okay, so they put some numbing cream on me, when he was giving me my stitches. And so, I'm gonna post, like, a couple of pictures and stuff at the end, y'all. And so, they gave me some numbing cream. And once they gave me the numbing cream, like, I felt, like, pressure when he was pulling the string through, the thread through. But then, like, he got to a certain part, where he did it and it wasn't any numbing cream on it, and I felt it, and like y'all, it was crazy. Also, through my delivery, or through when I was in labor, I was shaking a lot. They told me it was normal, but I was like very, very shaky. Like I couldn't control the shakes, and I was hot. Like I was going from hot to cold, from cold to sweating. I was burning up hot. And like, like you don't try to be mean or rude to nobody because I'm a very nice person. But like I was just like, I'm hot. Like I'm hot. When they were trying to talk to me, I was just like, I am hot. Like I understand. I'm listening, but I am hot. Like I feel like I'm about to pass out. Also I had threw up again through when I was in labor. So I threw up a total of 2 times. But it was just like, it's a beautiful experience. I was natural. I didn't do no epidural, anything. I did do some pain medication through my IV, but I didn't do, I was completely natural. Didn't do no epidural. I only had to get 3 stitches, so it wasn't that bad. It's just the healing process, and also trying to take care of a baby. But I did have a lot of help. He just made a week today, but I also, like, I had a lot of help. Like my sisters and them, they were down here. The day we came back home, they had made it here. And they came. We had to stay one night in the hospital, which was aggravating because the nurses, like on the last shift that I was on before I left, they just did not care. They did not help. It was just, I was so aggravated. Plus, like I said, I was in my healing process. So for me to be trying to heal because I got stitches, and when my baby's crying getting up, like it was just very stressful. And then I started off breastfeeding, so that was just very stressful because I wasn't pumping a lot and he had to eat. So that was just crazy. I now do formula. I tried breastfeeding for about, I started when I had him. I had him on the 17th, and I stopped that Sunday. So let me see, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I did it for about a good 4 or 5 days, and then I had to stop because it was just too much stress. Because I was pumping, but he was eating more than I was pumping. So I have to make sure my son eat. But yeah, like I was saying, I had a lot of help. My sister and them came down here. They were helping a lot, doing a lot of alternating. He had everybody on their tippy toes. Everybody was tired. It was just crazy. And then my dad and my grandma came down here. So that one, it was very fun. Spent Father's Day with my dad, and it was just, we had a lovely time. It was beautiful. I did get a couple of emotional times. I was very emotional, just because I really want the best for my son. And if I feel like, like I said, when I was breastfeeding, it was hard. So it was just like stressful because it's like, you want the best for your son. You want to make sure he's okay and he's doing right. And if you don't do that, then like, no, if you can't do that, it's sad, So I did stress a little bit in the beginning, but now, like, I think that we all think that not stressing was a great idea. So we just gonna pump the brakes, give him some Similac, and then we're gonna go full Rebellia. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, it is okay. I already know somebody know what I'm talking about. It's off a movie, y'all. So literally, he makes a week today, and it's crazy because he's growing up right before my eyes. It's just like literally a whole week today. Like, I just had you yesterday, and you're already a week. And he's so spoiled. Like, y'all, he is very, 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 very spoiled. And he's very, 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 very asleep right now. So I'm about to lay him down because I've been holding him, and me holding him it does not make it any better. Like, he's just super, super spoiled. And he loves to be held. Alright. There you go, man. I'm trying not to get the light, like, directly in his face. But I think it's just gonna be on him. But look at him. All sleeping. Let me see if I can get him to smile. Hey, mama, man. Hey, mama, man. Hey, mama, man. He not gonna smile. I don't think I was gonna be able to get him to smile. Him sleep. So, yeah, it wasn't as bad giving birth as you think it would be. It was a very moving moment. I just know, like, basically, if I wouldn't have had my mom, I would have chickened out and I would have got an epidural because I was in that much pain. But honestly, my contractions, yeah, they were coming back to back and they were hurting, but they didn't really start hurting, like, because it's like, it's a little pain you get, but then it's like a full blown out, like, oh my god, I'm gonna die type pain. I didn't start getting that feeling until I was after 5 centimeters. So I actually did really good. I really think that is it for this video, you guys. I think I explained pretty much everything. We're back at home. We're doing good. I'm gonna try to drop some clips for y'all. I'm gonna do some pictures, so y'all can see some of what happened. And that's about it, you guys, for this video. You guys, if you have any other video requests, anything else you want to know, something that I said in here that you wanted more details, something I didn't say that you have a question about, y'all, hit me up on Instagram. My link to my Instagrams are down below. Or email me, like, really reach out on my Instagram. I'm most likely gonna get it. I'm gonna get it on my Instagram before I go check my email to get it, because I don't really check my email. So hit me up on my Instagrams. They're all linked together. So once I get a message, it doesn't matter which one that you're on, it's still gonna pop up on my phone. So any requests and anything that you have, go ahead and message me, and we'll get right to it, you guys. I miss you. Honestly, I'm going to be posting more videos. Honestly, so stay tuned. I really will be posting more videos now, you guys. You know, I'm in the midst of taking care of my son, but I will be giving y'all videos. I'll be dropping them bangers. Okay, so stay tuned. The next video that'll be coming out, it will be his first bath, because he got a bath today. So we did a couple of clips of him bathing, and I'm just going to put that together and let y'all see that. And that's it. I need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. And I also need y'all to hit that bell so you don't miss another video. And I will see y'all later. I'm about to go to sleep since my baby is sleeping. So, love you. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Yo, tell me.